Hello there. How's it going? This is David with I Am So Offended, and doing a video here about the income withholding order. Um, as far as it being a valid order, we all know it's not. I just want to say thank you for, you know, you guys that have been watching the page and the videos and whatnot and commenting and, telling people about it. I've spoken to a few of you, and I just hope my information helped you lead you towards what it is you're gonna do next in order to fight this beast. So let's get to it. I'm not a lawyer. I don't practice law. Um, the information here is just for information purposes only. I am a man of honor, and I speak on personal experience and being having firsthand knowledge of the facts. So I'm not liable for your result or however you execute whatever it is you're trying to do. So, all right. So this here isn't the IWO, of course. The IWO was attached with this here document. So this was filed into the court. You could see the copy there, which means it's filed. Attorney General and the Assistant Attorney General under that. State names, whatever. Judgment and order. It says order, right? Okay. So it says court finds it has subject matter and personal jurisdiction over the parties. Yeah, sure it does. It doesn't say how. It doesn't say it was proven because of. It doesn't say case law or nothing. It just says that it finds. Okay, sure. They're allowed to lie. So, anyways, so it says the name there, and they're calling them an obligor. Either way, neither of which is me because I'm a man, and so it's basically saying state property here and after state property. Okay, David Quintero here and after obligor. So state property here and after state property. That's really what it says. Present without counsel, whatever. Okay, going down. Parties, date of birth, supporting, says the name there of the state properties, which is legal child. Keeps using the word obligor. Obligor failed to make payments, and then it says testimony, which is not true, obviously. Prior employment history, yeah, at some point, there was an employment history. State of hours regarding reported earnings. So I didn't do anything. They're getting their information from someone else. Obligor is in contempt of court for willful failure to comply with a valid support order within the last year of which obligor has knowledge. So of which their state property has knowledge of their so-called valid support order. Okay, sure. Order, it is ordered. It's not completely filled out. The only places that I whited out was the name here and the date of birth there, and the date of birth there. Other than that, this is real. It's all public information, so to speak. Not all things, I don't know, but whatever. I'm not hiding anything. Okay, so and there we have, what they're claiming. It says it is payment on support arrears, and actually, if you saw the hearing that I posted up, they couldn't put anything on arrears because they had no proof of anything, or else they would have put something down. So they put reserved. So if you see the hearing, that's December 14th, and then this was what they put in afterwards, is why they didn't put anything in arrears, because they tried to talk to me and I didn't consent and I didn't give them anything. So since he had no finding of fact, they couldn't put anything on arrears, and he's just basically going off what was listed there before, right? Okay, next payment shall be due. That's cute. All right. Obligor is responsible. Ending date 2135. Okay. Or wait, 2035. Okay. Obligor is in contempt. None of these things are checked off. I guess, they have these ready to go and they just check them off based on what goes on. And we keep going. There it is. Is or may be unemployed. Obligor shall apply for a minimum of 3 jobs weekly, shall keep a list of each contact made, shall bring the list to review hearing or subsequent hearing regarding child support. So they already, they already found me in contempt, and this is what they're doing, right? This is what they issued afterwards, right? Okay, cool. And then we got review hearing. Okay, they found me in contempt. They threatened me with jail, but yet we have review hearings. Okay, all right. So they want me to purge the contempt. Right now, they're referring to me, and it has nothing to do with me. As you all know, child support has nothing to do with the kids, has nothing to do with you, has nothing to do with me. It is, it's for their state-owned property that belongs to them, which is the name that belongs to the United States, the name that belongs to them, and they just fabricated the debt out of thin air so that they could gain incentives, with their order. So here we go. There's a hearing, determine appropriate payment on arrears. Review employment status. Okay. It's supposed to happen in open court. There we go. Let's keep going. Obligor must repost to Arizona at work or Pima County one stop to seek employment. Obligor must report any employment he gets between now and a review hearing to the Department of Child Support Services case manager within 2 weeks of his employment start date. Okay, that's what it says. All right. Dated. Okay. Look at that. Approved as to form and content. Sorry. I don't see any signatures there. Matter of fact, this Jeffrey L. Furlan, I don't know about you, but that's not a signature. The fact that there's like a little bit of trailing on it is nothing more that that's a pen. Nothing more showing that that's a stamp. Where's the seal? Anyone sees a seal on this? Conformed stamp? No, stamped by the with the clerk of the court signature. Clerk of the court initials, date, anything? Seal of the court? No. Signature by a real judge? No. This is a contract offer. Okay. That's all this is. That's all this is. This means nothing. Okay? And it says order. Right? All right. Let's take a look at the IWO. Here's the IWO. Right? This is the one that you get sent to your job, right? Okay. Child Support Enforcement Agency. Whoa, wait a second. You see that in the first little box there at the very top? Child Support Enforcement Agency, and then it says X for court, right? Nothing for private individual entity or attorney or whatever. All right, but let's look down a little bit. Okay, so it says state, tribe, Arizona, territory, Arizona, city, county, tribe, whatever, Pima, private individual entity. Let's go across it. What does it say? Child Support Enforcement Agency case identifier, order identifier, remittance identifier. Okay. All right, I don't see any seals. I just see that stamp that says copy, right? And we have obligor's name, still nothing but the state's property, right? Basically, state property's name is state property. That's what it says. Okay. All right. There's your amounts. There's what they want them to take. And, it's basically staying there for staying pay periods and within 2 working days of the payday. Cannot, it's just basically tell them how they're supposed to do it, And it has at the very top IWO must be regular on its face. Under certain circumstances, you must reject this IWO, send it to the sender. If you receive this document from someone other than a state or tribal agency or a court, a copy of the underlying order must be attached. Do they ever send that court order to the IWOs? No, they don't. They do not, actually. They do not. And then the court order isn't even a valid court order, because we all know what it takes for it to be a valid court order, right? Okay. So let's keep moving down. Still have no seal, no stamp. What do we got? Electronic payments, who to send it to, return to. All right. This is cute. Signature of judge, issuing official. There's nothing there. Print name. That looks like a stamp, doesn't it? There's no signature here. Still looking. Still looking. Information for employers. That's probably over their other legal process. It's state law, combining payment. You must send payments. Instructs you to send payments. Reporting the pay date. Lump sum. Liability. If you have any doubts of the validity, contact the sender. If you fail to withhold income from employee obligor's income as IWO directs, you are liable for both the accumulated amount you should have withheld and any penalties set by state and law procedure. Really? Where's the case law for that? Where's the case law right after that? They have the case law here under anti-discrimination just below. They have case law there at priority. But where's the case law for liability? Where's the case law for liability? So they want the employer to be a third-party debt collector for the agency, right? They want them to want your employer to be a third-party debt collector, and then, they're basically scaring them by saying that you are liable. First of all, who is you? Who is you? If you have any doubts, if you fail to withhold, you are liable. Okay? You could be anyone, right? You may not withhold more than this. Case law, tribal orders, case law, depending on applicable state laws, amount paid, greater than 12 weeks, whatever. If you or you have questions, contact customer service. Okay. All right. What else are we looking at here? Expiration date data. Oh, that makes no sense. There it is. Just a bunch of order identifier, agency's case identifier. Nothing else there. We can contact division, employee obligor has questions, contact customer service. You see that? If the employee obligor has questions, contact DCSE customer service. When did you become a customer? Did you purchase something from them? Were you seeking something from them to become a customer? All right. And effective immediately. You can contest the order of assignment provided right there. They may begin deduction sooner. No more than half of the earnings. There's case law. Order of assignment may deduct. May also deduct. Payor will continue. Verified request to it. Okay. Will continue to withhold the amount set in the order. Will forward the payment to the support or payment clearing house until you file with the clerk one of the following: verified request to adjust the order, verified request for a hearing to terminate the order, or a notarized stipulation stating that the obligation to pay support has been satisfied or been waived, and the clerk terminates the order of the assignment. Okay. Employer, and so employer may not refuse to hire, may not discharge, may not otherwise discipline you as a result of the order of assignment if you are wrongfully refused employment, discharged, or otherwise may recover damages. Okay, unless the court has expressed otherwise, notify the clerk of the support payments and residence employment within 10 days, either one. And your failure to do so may subject you to sanctions for contempt of court, including reasonable attorney's fees, costs, and and there's the case law there. Official notices will be delivered to you, and there you go. No judge signature, no seal, no stamp, nothing. All right. Your employer doesn't have to do anything. They don't have to do anything. I had the privilege of a few years ago working for a really great employer for a bit who received one of these, and I told her, you don't have to do anything. And she said, really? It says liability. They're going to do this. They're going to make me liable. And I was like, nope. All they're going to do is keep sending you those. Don't do anything. Trust me on this. And so it's her business, right? And she just, it's scary. It's scary, right? And that's what happens. Everybody gets scared into consent. It's scared into consent, but this isn't a court order, okay? And sure enough, she did nothing. She was really cool. She was a great employer, and all they did was just keep sending letters. But they didn't do anything. They didn't file a lawsuit. They didn't do anything. Because what kind of grounds do they have to file a lawsuit against your employer, right? Is the agency going to file a lawsuit against your employer for not being a third-party debt collector? No, they are not. There is nothing here. Okay? You need to stop being scared into consent. You can tell your employer they're not going to do anything except send more letters. They don't have to comply. They don't have to do what they say. They are not a third-party debt collector. Ask them that if you're going to talk to them, to HR. Ask them, are you a third-party debt collector? Okay? You want to show them the liability part. I was like, there's no case law here. Okay? Where's the judge's signature? In case they don't know what a court order looks like, because a lot of people don't know what a court order looks like, right? I'll show you. This here is your valid order. Oh, it's too bad. I'm going to have to blow them up individually. Okay. This here is your valid order. I don't think I have this right. Let me put that down there. Let's see if that took care of that. Okay. All right. So, I don't know if you can see it there. Oh, it's not coming out right. Let me make this smaller. Okay. Hold on. I'm like adjusting this mid. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay. That's good enough. Should be able to see that. That there, that's a signature. That's a judge signature. Okay? That's what a signature looks like. That's with the pen. It has a little bit of fading on the sides. This was signed with a pen. Okay? Now, here I have another one here. Let me just bring it up. There we go. See this? That there is with a pen. The line there, that's a wet ink pen because it fades there. That's not done with the stamp. Okay? Let's look at another one. Okay. Make this a little smaller. There we go. This here is a stamp by the clerk of the court with a signature. This is done with a pen by the deputy clerk. Okay? That's what you need to see as well. You can see a little bit, a circle there, if you could see it. Right here, right? If you can see on the name, it's kind of like a circle right there. It's a faded circle. Let's look on the other side of that. What's on the other side of that? There we go. Look at this. Seal. That is a seal. You see that? It's conformed. It's into the paper. You see this? The indentations. You can touch this with your fingers. You can feel it. You see that? Okay, that's a seal. And then finally, you have that. Look at that seal. Instrument, full, true, correct copy of the original on file in this. Letters were issued. This date. Attested. Stamp signed by the deputy clerk of the court. This is a valid order, what it looks like. This is what a valid order looks like. Not this shit. You see that? Where's that at on here? There's a stamped signature. Where's the clerk of the court at? Just there for the filing? No. What about here? Where is it here? Now in this document, where is it here? It's a stamp, right? Of the judge's stamp. You don't need a judge's stamp. You need a signature, a wedding signature from a judge. Where's the conformed copy? Where's the conformed stamp? Where is it? These are contract offers. Okay? These are contract offers. It's not real. What I did is I sent them back their paperwork and said, Thank you for your contract offer. I'm not interested. All right? That's what it is, you know? And there's laws as far as, if the employer fails to stop the withholding, especially because they don't have a valid order, if they're gonna be doing that, there's a I believe you have labor laws in which you could file a lawsuit against your employer, and you know they're not a third party debt collector. You want to give them a cease and desist first. You know, so you first got to notify them. You let them know, like, hey, like, don't be doing this. You give them your cease and desist. You give them your second notice. You give them your third, and say, all right, I'm gonna sue you. And then it's all up to you about how far you want to take it. You have equal protection under the law. So, um, obviously, and then hearing with the court order, obviously everything is based on fraud. They don't have a valid court order, so there's your opportunity there. You got to rebut everything always, or else it's going to be truth in law. So, other than that, I hope the video provided you with some information and what it is you need to look for. And if you have any questions or whatever, I'll take phone calls and I'll listen to what you have going on. And I know a little bit, and I know enough to point you in the right direction if I don't have the answer to the question, but I do. I have a general understanding of what is going on and what I see here, and I'm proof, when I beat that contempt there, that I know what it is they're doing. So, and it's only right that you all should too. So, anyways, like, share, and subscribe. And as always, I want to give a shout out to Chris from Child Support Made Simple. He coached me and taught me the things that I do, taught me what I know, and and so we're just all working together to try to help men, try to help you guys out. Okay, that's what we're here to do. Okay, all right. Thanks.